Hey guys, what's up and welcome to a new NVIDIA daily update video. So today, as per usual, let's go over NVIDIA, let's go over the market, let's talk about what is happening to NVIDIA and what we can expect going into the next, what could be pretty spicy days coming up, probably sooner than later. So with that being said and done, if you enjoyed, don't forget to hit that like button. This is not financial advice and I'm not a financial advisor. But again, if you enjoy my technical analysis, thoughts in the charts, updates, etc. Well, again, guys, I do share my thoughts with my members every single day as the market's open and trading in my private YouTube membership. I'd love to have you there. Definitely check it out. That link is down below in the description of the video. Just click that and you can get access if you so choose. For just $3 a month, you get access to all my Tesla updates, broader market updates as well, options flow, different time frame analysis, etc. For just $3 a month. $5 upgrades you to tier 2, where it also includes my NVIDIA updates. And then, of course, for $7, you get the whole package, which also includes updates and essentially me posting about stocks and tickers that are not Tesla, not NVIDIA, that are setting up nicely in the markets. And, of course, also access to my private Discord where I do chart requests with viewers, or with members rather, I should say, tier 3 members every single Sunday. And we have a tier 3 members chat room as well. But jumping into it, ladies and gentlemen, NVIDIA up a nice 2% on the day, closing at $183.50 per share. Not looking too bad. As the 1 hour, it continues to set up. You can see we had that small little kind of bull flag set up yesterday, got that little breakout, and now we're maybe setting up even a smaller one over here. The bulls are actually stepping in pretty nicely. They are doing pretty damn close to what I want to see. The only problem is the fact that we're still getting rejection on the 21 EMA. You can see here, every time we come up into it, we're getting rejection. But I do like the strong close today because you can see the last 2 days, every time we push up into the zone, NVIDIA just kept getting rejected, right? Nice push up, massive smack down. Decent push up, smack down. Today, we push up once again, but we didn't get that smackdown. That is a potentially, promising sign. That is something that is worth mentioning. And, it makes me kind of start wondering, okay, if this was truly bearish, this shouldn't be happening. But let's see. I mean, there's still no confirmation yet. The stock is still congested, but that is a good sign from the bulls. Now it's just a matter of following through. Like I said, the ultimate way to really get stronger confirmation is a break above this trend line here, or essentially below this trend line here. Until one of those two happen, technically speaking, there's no real, confirmation. But I like the signs that today's candles and essentially price action has showed, has overall showed. This is a good sign. This is something that is worth, maybe even celebrating for the bulls, to be completely honest with you. So let's see how that plays out. But ultimately, what I would want to see is, again, I still want to see a break of this trend line, which if it happens as early as tomorrow is going to be pretty much 185. A break above 185 and hold, yeah, that's very bullish. However, a break below about 179, that's bearish. So there is a chance that even the high of today, so mark the high of today, which was about here, and the low of today, which is about here, even just breaking above today's high or low should most likely already be a pretty good depiction, I guess you can say, of what we can expect moving forward, right? So because again, today's high and today's low, pretty much based on tomorrow's candles, potential range with the trend lines, kind of lines up pretty well with that. So watch for today's high and watch for today's low, guys. The move should be pretty close. And I do think that once this move happens on NVIDIA, it most likely will be a pretty quick one, right? It most likely will be a pretty quick move up or down, right? I still think it'll be a move of about, because we had that move today, it'll be closer to about 6.5% to the upside, or if it happens to be from today's close to the downside, about almost a 9% move to the downside. But thankfully, we have good levels to watch out for potential, stronger validation, I guess, right? Again, 185 and about 179. Those are the levels to watch out for. Below 179, bearish. Above 185, bullish. But again, the point is the fact that the stock is getting pretty tight over here. And usually when a stock, especially like NVIDIA, gets very tight and gets very congested, and there's just a lot of pressure building up like this, where there's not a lot of movement. You can see the movement is kind of, it's getting more and more congested, right? The price is not being allowed to move too much higher or too much lower now, right? It's getting tighter and tighter and tighter. Again, once a direction is picked, usually that means a move will happen in that chosen direction. But the point is it's usually quick and most likely pretty aggressive as well. So once we choose, maybe as early as tomorrow or Monday, I'll be surprised if it takes longer than Tuesday. Good chance it happens tomorrow or Monday, though. I would expect this to be like a pretty damn quick move, guys. Easily within the week, maybe even just a few days of a move. So again, watch for that. There's really not much more to say. I think we're getting close. We're pretty much at the apex. Decision time is coming pretty soon. It could be even tomorrow. Absolutely. And yeah, that's going to be the main levels I'll be watching, just to make it really as simple as possible. In my opinion, nothing else really matters. This is all that really matters right now, at least. Now, if we go to the upside, I do want to make something very clear. If we do move to the upside, there is still the chance that this is going to be something that, rejects at 195, because, well, that's where the 618 Fibonacci is sitting. So just, mention this right now. If we do move to the upside, we fill this massive area, kind of arguably a fair value gap, really, that got occurred on earnings. But that also is going to be that sort of 618 Fibonacci retracement resistance waiting for the stock, because, you have to take into consideration that we did make a lower low on the stock here overall, right? We were making overall kind of higher highs, higher lows, and this is technically now a lower low, and this could be a bearish lower high. But the good news is the fact that even if we get this bearish move to the upside and it ends up being a bearish retracement, essentially a quote unquote a dead cat bounce back into those 618 Fibonacci's and making a lower high, hey, you know what? There's still money to be made even on that, right? Because again, that would still result in a move higher from kind of where we are right now of almost $10 per share, which is not too shabby, right? Not too shabby. So worth mentioning and worth watching. But that's going to be what I'll be looking at going into as early as tomorrow, guys. So definitely watch those levels, watch for the breaks, and watch for holds above or below, because I think things are starting to get pretty interesting on NVIDIA. Let's just say that, right? In terms of options flow, overall more bullish and bearish flow. The bulls came in overall, but you can see still overall kind of mixed. Nice bullish flow to start the morning. And then the rest of the day was just kind of mixed from, a chain of bullish flow, then a chain of bearish flow, then some bullish flow, then some kind of bearish flow. Then it was just kind of back and forth. Not really anything too decisive one way or the other, as it seems like a lot of people, I wouldn't be surprised, are waiting for the resolution of how this kind of situation unfolds. So I'm definitely going to be watching this one pretty close. This is probably my top watch going into as early as tomorrow, because I do think this big move is going to happen pretty darn soon. But all that being said, guys, nice quick video. Let me know what you think down below, of course, as per usual. And yeah, if you want to see market updates, by the way, SPY IQs, right, things like that, I do that on my Tesla video. I don't want to keep repeating the same thing over and over. It's just very annoying. So if you want to see updates on SPY IQ, it is towards the second half of my Tesla video. So check that out if you haven't. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you tomorrow. Peace.